Welcome back to the High Country.
That was some of the gnarliest dirt bike riding that I've done. But the big Erzberg bike just ate it up. The rider, not that much, but the bike did well.
After ticking the High Country off the Patriot Games bucket list, Justin's hungry to explore Victoria's alpine vista from a different perspective, the two-stroke kind. He's assembled a crew of trail riding buddies, and they've headed off just months after the Patriot Games family fell in love with Victoria's epic, endless landscapes and treacherous tracks. Bring on the toy hauler. You tossed my body out to sea, claim it was a tragedy, but I think everyone will know. I've been going to the racetrack, spent all my money on the dog in the bed. I put my heart into it, ain't track, how about that? My life was perfect, now it's starting to crack. Oh no. The run from Patriot Campers HQ on the Gold Coast to the High Country is a decent stint behind the wheel, and the whole crew are itching to get out of the Rams and onto the bikes. Justin's in his Ram 2500, and he's towing one of the most notorious camper trailers that Patriot Campers has ever built, the toy hauler TH610. It's hauling 5 of the 6 bikes for the trip. Matt's in his Ram TRX with a bike in the tub and a Patriot Campers X1 in tow. And what's a boys' trip without mates? So Juddo, Witherden and Guy Streeter from MX Store are also along for the ride. The whole convoy's about to hit their first stop, Dinner Plain.
Morning! We're here, we've made it. So, welcome back to the High Country.
Welcome back.
Juddo,
Second time.
welcome back to the High Country. How's the trip been?
Good, yeah.
Yeah?
We're here.
A couple of thousand Ks. We've just arrived at Dinner Plain. This is us for the night. We were talking to the public and we were going to camp out the back, but it's got something a little bit exciting for us. So we're going to stay tonight. We're going to have a beer. You can see some things on the back of the toy hauler right there, but we'll get to them in just a bit.
Yeah.
Pumped?
Yep, absolutely.
Pumped.
Let's go get beer.
Unload. So we just had a feed, just had some lunch. We're going to get all the bikes off now, and then we're going to just go through and sort out all the gear now for this trip. We're using a lot of new stuff that we've never used before. We've got to run fuel bladders because the loops are pretty big. So we've got some 3-litre bladders we need to strap down. We're going to go with comms, with cardos. Me and Ash are being kitted out by the crew down at the MX store with all the brand new Fox gear, so we're going to get all that sorted out. So yeah, get the bikes off, get everything set up here. The smoke is going in the background, so maybe we'll go back, have a couple of beers, sit around the fire tonight. I think it's going to be an early one tonight. But we actually ride straight out of the back of Dinner Plains, out of the High Plains Hotel. So just behind those shallows over there, there's a track down in there somewhere. I was just looking at the GPX files. So we cruise down there, and then the plan for tomorrow, we're going to hit one of the most iconic destinations in the High Country, somewhere that I haven't been yet. So yeah, everyone's got bellies full, a little bit flat. We've got some beers going, and we'll get the momentum back. Two-stroke, baby. How does that feel? Nice and light? Huh? Feels light, doesn't it? Huh? We got the full mix bag this trip. So we got the old guys on the tractors. They're riding 4-bangers on the 450s. So we've got three KTM 450s. I'm on the Husky 300 2-banger. Ashton's on the KTM 300 2-banger. and we've got Streeter on the brand new WR450. That actually I'm really excited about. So I'm going to have a ride of that this weekend. That's the brand new platform that everybody's carrying on about. We've all ridden KTMs forever. I used to ride Hondas, then I went to KTM. I've just switched over to Husky. I just feel like the Husky's got a little bit better gear without going to a 6 days and paying the money of the 6 days. So I've started riding that. I've done about 5 rides, 400k. So we normally do like an 80k loop up at Glassy and that. So yeah, 5 rides I've done on this thing. Loving the 2-stroke. I'm loving the weight of the 2-stroke. Not in my prime anymore. I can't muscle the 450 like I used to on my little legs.
Are these ones
Trying to work hard.
Oh, for men, a Jazzy.
Yeah. Ashton's got his Fink Desert Racing stag pegs. He reckons he goes a little bit faster.
Very awesome.
But yeah, the 2-bangers, I'm really into them at the moment. But like I said, that thing there, I'm really keen to get on. So yeah, good mix of bikes. I think there'll be some carnage. Ashton, watch out for Ashton. Ashton can't go riding without crashing. He doesn't know how to do it. Whoa, big dog! Nothing. No, nothing. no, nothing. So there's going to be a little bit of that going on, but yeah, I'm pumped. We've got to try and be safe for this ride though.
Thank you very much.
Marshall. Dudson. Ashton.
Trying to work out where I can still sit down.
In the ram box, so this side is kind of like, besides the tripod, camera crew like just destroy all of my packing all the time. 2-stroke oils, fluids, air filter oils, got all that sort of stuff, got a full toolkit. These are some new things that we just picked up from Desert Fox. They're 3-litre fuel bladders. Now 3 litres might not seem like a lot, but you got to consider like our bikes run about 8.5 litre tank, something like that. So they're about 30% of our total fuel capacity. What I've tried to plan, and the biggest thing for us for this trip is our range riding, enduro bikes. We're not riding adventure bikes. So our range is only maybe 100 kilometres if we're lucky. We're really banking on about sort of 80 kilometre range. Fire trails, different to what we normally ride. We normally ride a lot of single trail. So I'm not 100% confident. A couple of the loops that we got are just over 100 Ks, 105, 110 kilometres. So really to be safe, we're going to strap 3 litres of fuel on the back of everyone's bike. Just to make sure we can make it back, because pushing your bike through here is just, it's not an option. The only way to get the bikes out of here is by helicopter. You've got to sling them out, So yeah, good bit of kit. I'll give you a report on them when I come back to it.
Yeah, that's it. I'm going on the front, just like this is totally my idea, not Maddie's. So yeah, like obviously Maddie's like copying me now, but that's all good. Like when you ride like a 2-stroke, everyone just wants it to be like you, so it's all good.
Better idea, put 2 here. Who's riding that bike? You're riding that bike.
Like once Mats falls off the first 3 times and he goes to the back, I think we'll be fine.
No, I'm good now. Yeah, let's change the middle one to a different
Going off
setup.
Yeah. I'll do that for sure. You've got an EPIRB in there too. Then you can put your weed in there. And just put bits and pieces, put whatever in there.
The little installation video, I'm not really a reader, I'm more of a watcher. So there we go.
Oh, it's a bit tight on my ears.
They can't go in any further than that.
It feels a bit tight, though.
On your ears.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the problem with those things.
We'll see how I go.
Can you turn your Bluetooth off for a minute?
So Ash is just hooking up the cardos. We're running new cardos for comms. Obviously down here in the High Country there's tracks that run absolutely everywhere, and the worst thing that you can do out here is get lost. Winter coming in, it's going to get very cold. Spending the night out here is not ideal. I'm going to be running the GPS on my bike, but this means I can communicate to the entire crew. They've got the new mesh functionality, which I've never used one of these before. This is going to be my very, very first time. Everybody who uses them swears by them, so I think good safety bit of kit. The other really good thing about these things too is Bluetooth connectivity. So with the new like GME XRSs, they've just brought out their Bluetooth handhelds. I stuffed up. I actually forgot to bring them down. I left them on the counter at home. But there's another good safety feature as well. So even if you run out on the mesh, you can still talk through the UHF and completely hands-free. Really keen to see how this bit of kit goes.
We're grouped. We're grouped. We're grouped. Matt.
Yeah, go. Yeah.
Got me?
Yeah.
Win a chicken dinner. Can you not sniff so loud, please?
So it's actually just gone 7 o'clock. It's hard to get used to daylight savings down here in New South Wales, but we've been up since like 5:30. We're just waiting for the sun to come up. Sun's starting to pop its head now. Everybody's geared up, cameras are on, GPSs are set. Getting a little bit excited now.
I am pumped and ready to go. A bit chilly this morning, but I am ready.
2 days of driving. Be good to get some riding in. Let's do it.
Hey Matt, you got me?
Yeah, you got you, mate. Can you hear me?
Matt, you got me?
Yeah.
What about now? You got me now?
Sorry.
No, can you hear me?
Yep.
What about now? Can you hear me now?
Yep.
You got me now?
Can you hear in every second word or just...
No, I can't hear Matt. Matt, are you in the group?
Big dog looks fast. Oh, look at you. Because just walking from the room to here, I can't feel my fingers. So let's see how we go.
From the tavern to the trail, the crew set off into the high country. But it's not long until the first casualty of not following your own advice.
Yeah, done a fuel bag.
How'd you do like that?
Your fuel bag just fell off and went boop, and went straight onto the tyre. But it doesn't puncture the bladder, it's just the bag. I strapped it in the wrong spot. So I put the seat back. Tried to tell everyone last night that what you need to do was put your fuel bags on the front. And then Matt's the only one who listened to me, and I should have listened to myself. Matt, you can thank me for that a little bit later on.
No worries, mate.
We had another man down on his bike. He lost one up the road, but unfortunately his went into his chain. Hot tip for everyone, front fender. That's the place to put it.
Confident? I'm confident in it.
All right, so, oi dude, how's the riding?
It's good, eh?
It's pretty good so far. Like, little bit scenic, real wide open fire trails. The boys are just coming up now. I'm navigating by 2 ways this trip. So I've got the new Garmin Montana. So I've plotted a GPX course on the Garmin app, and then I've also transferred that to my HEMA as a backup. Here come the boys. What do you reckon? Sick? Yeah. Having a fat time out here. So we're flying pretty blind out here. Like, none of us know the area. None of us have been dirt bike riding down here before. So we're flying a little bit blind. What we have found is a little bit of single trail that's going to link us up. What we're trying to do is get from Dinner Plains down to Blue Rag Lookout, and then I've plotted a loop that takes us back over the northern side and back in. This looks a little bit overgrown through here, but we're going to have to attempt this, get through this single trail here, get onto the next track, and then we'll join up with another fire road. And then we should start again, getting into a little bit more gnarly stuff. Dope, eh? Dope. Sick riding, eh? And it's we're only, what, 15k in. Having a good time. That looks steep, Matt. We'll be right. This track's not really that well used, but we're about 3/4 of the way now, so there's no going back.
We're halfway, guys. Well, there's no coming back if we keep going.
It's pretty wild. Oh,
You ride your bike there.
Yeah, I reckon I'll go down and then
All right, Judd, go. Let us know. Juddo's just taking off down that hill and we could hear like bop, 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 bop down the bottom. It looks pretty wild, looks pretty steep. And this truck definitely hasn't been ridden in a very, very, very long time. Judd, sending you copy. Yeah, it's not far down. It's not far down there, Dad. I reckon we head down. Just wait for it. Give me a little bit longer.
So how far have we got to throw our carcasses down this hill?
2.3 kilometres to the bottom. And it's, what would you say the elevation drop is? Yeah, it's about 600 metres.
Yeah, but at the bottom, the last like 700 metres is pretty flat.
Yeah, you're right.
So you take 7 metres off 2.3 k's. So you're
Right.
1.6.
Like, it's alright, just come down in twos.
Okay, so if you're saying for us to stay here, what is that? So give it to us in probability of success rate and the percentage of us getting down.
Where I am here, I'll let you guys will get here. I just don't know what class is.
Hate it when that's right.
Probably success rate of me getting back up is 0, like it's not something coming back up.
Withen's got a toe strap. All right, so Juddo's made it down to the bottom, which is good. Took him, I don't know, what do you reckon, 40 minutes? 40 odd minutes, so we're going to go do the same thing. Does this feel like Arnhem Land again, Matt? Does it feel like we're back in Arnhem Land?
In that mud puddle. Fifth and final chance to get this done, buddy.
It needs to happen.
If this don't come out now, mate, we're
Pulling flags off for the night, eh?
But we got out.
We did get out.
We got out.
Just.
Yeah, but that's what makes it fun, Matt.
Just got out.
This is what makes it fun. You got to get into these situations,
get
and then you
on
get your
mud
real,
into these
your true personality comes out. Matt's personality says, "I told you so." Judd's has a rest. Oh, you just give up and go and sit in the corner. Where's my mum? Where's my mum?
Where does that come from? When have I ever done that?
Can you give me something to sedate my worried mind? Put me down to sleep so I can drift away a while. Give me something now so I can...
To be honest with you, I'm kind of thinking this is a walking trail now. I don't think many dirt bikes even possibly come up here. It's but this is the high country, right? There's tracks all over there. The other big thing for me is I'm working to the loops, and that's the problem. I'm working to 100-kilometre circles. So for today, I couldn't get us out down the main road, you know, to turn into a 130k loop. So I've looked for a couple of little shortcuts, and I think we're going to experience this throughout the trip. But it kind of is what it is. It's all part of the adventure, I think. Matt's excited. He loves when I do this sort of stuff to him, but you know.
Let's just get it done.
All right, come on, Matt. Let's do it.
After dropping in on a trail like this, Matt knows there's no turning back. Something tells me Justin's gonna have one grumpy big man on his hands at the bottom.
Nah.
And now, oh my God. Mate.
You got a spare knee in that backpack?
All right, honest opinion, this isn't fun. This is nasty. This is probably like Erzberg shit. Like really, really nasty. I think I've dropped my bike more in the past 20 minutes than I have in the whole time that I've owned it. Still gotta get down there, Judd's down there somewhere. Well, Matt, we made it. Are you happy?
I'm happy.
Look at the size of him. Did you see him on the GoPro like a PW50? Just muscling the bike around. What we'll do is we'll just take this shortcut real quick. That'll get us over there real quick.
I know
this real shortcut. Just says it's awesome. Straight down the hill.
Straight down the hill, we're right there, dude. That's it!
Hey!
Oh, the big dog!
Mate rang me about a month ago and said, "Boy, you want to come for a ride down to Victoria?" I went, "Yeah, cool." And then day one, Niagara f***ing Falls we just rode down.
What'd you do to your knee?
Made it go clunk clunk.
Yeah,
So-
clickety clack?
Yeah.
Not good. Found this little track on the map when I was plotting the course on Lockhart. We'll just duck across there. It's only 2.5 kilometres and that'll join us straight up with the track. Big mistake. If you go dirt bike riding down in the high country, stay on the main tracks. Because I've been riding, I got my first dirt bike, I think I was 3 years old when I got my first dirt bike. And I've had a dirt bike ever since. I've always been riding. That is the most gnarliest thing that I've ever done on a dirt bike.
Kind of might have kept some secrets when you guys are at the top, but all good. Everyone's down now.
Yeah, good. The long legs come in handy on this type of stuff.
And the keto.
That was some of the gnarliest dirt bike riding that I've done, but the big Erzberg bike just ate it up. Loved it. The rider, not that much, but the bike did well.
And no one makes me feel like you do. And no one sets my body on fire. No one gives me shivers like you. Oh, no one does it
So we're on King Spur track. We just gotten up to the top. Look at this. This is what'll keep you coming back here every single time, and it just does not get old. I was only here a month ago and that's still blowing me away like it's the first time I've seen it. What do you reckon, Jado?
It's crazy, man.
Yeah, it's
Like
unbelievable,
some of the
isn't
most
it?
beautiful stuff.
Isn't it just wild? Boy, was that worth it?
Yep, it's beautiful.
That's worth it, eh?
Unreal.
And it just gets better than this, dude. Blue Rag Range track. This is it, boys. This is our destination for today.
Exciting.
Easy ride in, eh?
Huh?
Easy ride in,
Yeah,
eh?
easy as.
Yeah. So this is our destination for the day. Blue Rag Range. I've never been here before. This is my first time here. Big Dog's first time here. None of you guys have been here either, eh? Yeah, but the guy behind the camera has been here. Guy's been here before. So yeah, we'll cruise on up the top and check this out. It's pretty exciting. made it, Blue Rag. Destination number 1 for the trip. Whoa, like whoa. Well, he has all the videos you watch, everyone goes on about how steep it is. On a dirt bike, it's actually not. It's not that steep, but check this out, 360-degree views all the way around it. Perfect day, not a cloud in the sky. This is it. It's awesome. Yeah, no, it's a good spot. You can see everything from here.
Awesome, we just made up to the summit. Blue Rag, epic, eh?
Oh, so good.
How's it riding 2 wheels here compared to what we did in the convoy?
You definitely see a lot more.
Yeah.
I think it's in a different way more fun.
Yeah.
More interesting. You got to kind of take in your surroundings a bit more.
When you got to keep that working the whole time, eh?
Yeah.
Those rocks and that catch you out like real quick. And even
sure.
how's the washouts?
Yeah, they're deep.
Almost snapped my wrist and my knees before I come over, launched over the top one, just went burr, and then did you see me case?
Yeah.
And it was like I thought my so you got to be keep your wits about you. But besides that mucking around that we had this morning, we lost like 3 hours on that little 3 hours to get 2 kilometres. So that's what I mean. Like it catches you out real quick. You got to watch your routes, watch your plan, and so I think we'll probably just stay at Dargo tonight. We'll have to see how we go. We've got a couple of hours to get down in there because getting that toy hauler down into Crooked River tonight's going to be mayhem.
Yeah, a little bit mental, but
So I think we'll let the boys hang out here for another couple of minutes, and then we'll bayline and head back to camp.
They say nothing good comes easy, and views and riding ridgelines like this make it all worthwhile.
I'll be honest, I'm sore. I think we ended up about 70 odd Ks in the loop. So what we ended up doing was we went down the bottom of Blue Rag, and then Matty made the call, we'll turn left, go back up to Hotham, hit the bitumen, and then we come straight back down to Dinner Plain. So it was much easier ride back. Just time's against us now. We've got to get down to camp, set up camp. So quick load up, we'll have a shower, have a feed, and then we're going to do some Patriot stuff for the next couple of nights. Bonfires, campsites, bottles of rum. Boys trip. Let's get this done.
The ride was good. It was the longest ride that I've ever done, so a bit intense, but good fun.
We're just heading down to, Ash has just found a little track that's going to get us in quicker to the campsite that we don't actually have to go through Dargo, which might save us about half an hour. So we're just driving back through Hotham now, and we're driving around. We're going to head kind of south. Problem that we know that there is a big mountain that we've got to get this whole program through, all off-road. We've done a little bit of this track last time we were down here. We're big, we're heavy, we're long. Well, it's going to add to the adventure though, really, isn't it? So on the High Plains Road, we've just turned off just outside of Hotham. We're going to be on this road for about 60 k's. It's graded, it's a pretty good road. I'm going to put some tyre pressures down. The big 2500 runs at like 55 pounds on road, so we'll go down to 30 pounds. get a bit smoother ride, a little bit more grip on this, but we're going to have to go even lower when we get into get to the campsite.
Unused sometimes, left alone in the heat of the night. Every time, and up like a prey, got nothing but my soul to blame.
Hello there, you little fella. Hello.
Well, you said it's all done. Something tells me I should leave the town. Wanna have you one more time. Play your tricks on my worried mind.
Randall's.
Randall's, that's the one they burn on.
On Randall's?
Yeah,
Awesome.
right up to the edge of it. So don't know if they'll let you.
Yeah, we'll ask them when we get down there, mate.
Yeah. So you'd have to go down cons.
Yeah, well, just speaking to old mate, so they're back burning at the moment. He reckons they're burning right up to the edge of Randall's and they're starting to get a bit out of control, so they might not let us down there. So we're rolling down to the campsite. Pack burning down here is a major part of the high country and keeping it like kind of in control. What they're trying to do is burn off all the fuel on the ground. Obviously, if they let it just keep building up when the fires hit here, and the fires are all started down here from lightning strikes. That's where they all come from. So the lightning strikes crack, they'll set something alight and they'll burn off. And when they get out of control, we all know what happens in Australia, especially in the big high country when the fires get out of control. People lose lives and all the rest of it. So what these guys are doing out here is it's a critical job. And credit to them, it's really about keeping everything safe and preserved and just keeping it burnt off, that it, you know, if it does get to a point that it's an uncontrolled burn, that, you know, they've got the facilities to put it out. So yeah, it's pretty important what they're doing. We're just gonna have to see whether we can get down there to the campsite or not. Yeah, it's one of the new ones. This is a jogging track.
Right, gotcha. Oh, that's like the river and creek look down there.
That's where we're going. So that river crossing just down there, that's exactly where we're going. Pretty wild. I've taken these toy haulers to places that trailers shouldn't go, let alone something that's 6 metres long. And I don't know, we're rolling probably about I reckon we would be close to 3,200, 3,300. This is pretty sketchy. You can hear that going on back there. That's the rock sliders on the back of the toy hauler, which I designed intentionally because of that big overhang. It's got massive 6mm plate sliders, so when the back of the trailer bottoms on something, it just hooks up on the rock sliders and they'll just drag the arse over whatever they need to. These things are just absolutely unbreakable. If you go back to season 1 of Patriot Games, that was the day when I knew I'd done a really good job, and I impressed my old man. I'll never forget that. But this right now, this is, I'm like sweat. I don't know whether you can see the sweat on this.
That road down there looks a little bit easier, just saying.
This is pretty sweaty, eh?
Mate, I'm good. I'm just props to you, mate. You got balls, that's for sure.
Yeah, it's about having faith in your gear, Matt. You got to have faith in your gear. If I don't know I can do it, how can I tell anybody else that'll do it?
It might sound gnarly, but this thing's built to withstand a beating that only the steep trails of the high country can deliver.
Gearbox kicking back in, that's a good thing. Drone's coming down, I hope you enjoyed that. Because that was, oh look, I'm not going to say it was scary. It's a little bit nerve-wracking though, definitely. Don't run over the drone. I repeat, do not run over the drone. Yeah, Ashton's there, he'll spot you, mate. Just, yeah, so that was a little, the boys having some fun. If you remember our High Country episode when Mia drove through here with the next one, it's a little bit sketchy, it's a little bit tight going through there, but with this big trailer, we actually got through there a lot easier than I thought. Like I said, you're not going to die here, but definitely going off a ledge will take the jam out your donut and trying to recover this thing out here. And especially Matt's got no winch because he's running a 6.2 supercharged engine. But anyway, not far from the end. So here we are, back at the same spot. This is where we had, I think, the most fun at the last trip down to the High Country with the girls and the whole family down here. But this is really central for us. So the reason that I've chosen this spot, and look, yeah, it's nice to go and do something different, but at the end of the day, we're only down here for 4 days in total, 2 days travel down, 2 days travel back. We want to get as much riding in, and I really want to give these boys the whole High Country experience. So from here, we're only about 30 or 40 kilometers to the start of Billy Goat's Bluff. So that's a loop that the boys really want to do. But the plan is tomorrow's ride, we're going to head up past Lovick's hut. We're going to go all the way up to Craig's hut. And then I'm going to have a look tonight. I'm going to try and get us into town to refuel and have a pub feed tomorrow. And then have another loop back. So tomorrow's going to be about 200, 250 Ks on the bikes. It is going to be a massive day. So great central location. Good thing about here, the river's right beside us. So showers, drinking water, filling up our camelbacks, all of that sort of stuff. This is the perfect spot for it. So we'll get a fire going, we'll get a feed on. I know everyone's keen for a beer. This is us for the next couple of nights. This is going to be Vic High Country Central for the Patriot Motocross Patriot Enduro Tour of the High Country.
Sam fire starter. Trick I've learnt so you don't need kindling.
Next time on Patriot Games.
Okay, Matt, come here. How do I download the map?
Again, dude.
I've completely lost my front brake.
Hello.
So that's some lunch at the Mount Buller pub. You can't win them all, right?